He's wrong. Guys, it's fine. Isaiah can be wrong every once in a while. It's an island circle. It's completely just it has to be. There's nothing about it. Aw, Ron, talk, bro. I've missed Ron. Where the crap have you been, bro? I freaking love you. Literally, I have enjoyed every single interaction I've ever had with Ron. He is sexy. He's also just a fantastic human being. I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. But what am I doing? All right, let's get back to the game. TTG and Razab, they're getting a little bit close together. But again, remember that Duel did just win that last match, shooting them up into third place, which they can now breathe just a little bit because it has been rough for the boys in light blue. But third part, Mafo going to go ahead and find one. Immediately gets the flush, and I think the rest of Razab is just going to get the heck out of here. But now, where is Circle going to go? We have 7 seconds, 5 seconds until we find it out. But this fight is happening, and it is important, but also I really want to... All right, it's a boring Circle, man. It's fine.
That's boring circle. Oh my gosh.
I'm toxic. But Razab, they are not backing down without a fight. Cater having to be the first one as the line of defense. Holden cooking that nade, trying to find something happen, and Banner Dorito is going to go ahead and knock him. Actually, it is Beleda, but gets the flush, and now it is a 1-for-1 3v3 added with an M16, which I'm not a huge fan of that gun. It does not feel good in my hands, is how I'll say it.
It's a bit of a trade going off. Razab and TTG both losing one really quickly off of this hot drop. Not a lot of good. 30 rounds is all he has.
Nice shot. What?
16, but KV
That's nuts.
is going to find the knock on Mifu first with that HP 5k in hand, 8 HP. I mean, maybe he just assumed he was already dead, but somehow he managed to get away with that 8 HP and just absolutely turn and burn. Mafu is now just added and Trimble, the last two to try to get things done. 30 bullets, though, for an M16. That's asking a very tall order, but instead, it looks like he's just going to opt to leave. To cut the losses while they can. They've lost 2. They managed to get 1, so they're just going to opt to get the vehicle and rotate on away, which is probably the best option for them, because they could always come back later and grab chips.
Well, that's only if they don't destroy them. Because for those of you who don't know, all the pros know, everyone basically knows. But if you want to destroy chips and be an absolute not nice person, you can put them into a car and blow up the car. And then there's no way for them to be revived. So it is a tactic that we see happen in comp a decent amount of times, especially if it's a specific team that they don't want to bring back. But I was going to say, ladies and gents, with that MP5 turning around on to Mafo, SMGs are meta.
Broken, but yes.
Broken. Okay, sorry. They're broken. Maybe I shouldn't say meta, but they're definitely broken.
They are broken.
True. True, you are a god of trolling, so I don't want to hear it, Mr. Glider.
And the only reason why I don't think they are going, because it was a hot drop. They didn't land for vehicles, so the amount of vehicles that they have to rotate out of there with is very limited. So I don't think they're going to waste one by blowing up chips. And you can't hide them anymore because you can see them on the minimap. So that's why I think like TTG, they can always wait for zone to force out, wait for them to rotate out, and then they can just come back and grab their chips, get revived, bring back 4 up, and go about their merry way for the rest of the day.
I will say that I feel like chips, they did a good job with chips. When it wasn't highlighted on the map where they were, it was too easy to be, I mean, I don't know if troll's the right word, but like it was an aspect that was like, okay, like what's the point then? Because people are just going to piss you off and just drop it. Yeah. So I think that was a great addition to make it so that it was highlighted and faintly so. So like, honestly, everything that they've ever done with chips, I personally haven't had a issue with. I've actually really enjoyed all their additions. It is just kind of like, I think if they had introduced it earlier, I think they would have retained a decent amount of their player base. But progression, it's how life and games go. Like you can't ask for what PUBG is now to be introduced at the beginning. Because if it was, oh my god, oh dude, it wouldn't even be a contest. COD wouldn't be a thing. Battlefield wouldn't be a thing. It would just be PUBG. And I could be wrong, but whatever. I mean, it's hypothetical, so let's just go with it.
But, yeah. But at the same time, it's like that progression of a game growing and advances. Because PUBG didn't want to bring in revives because it's like, oh, it takes away from the core dynamics of the game, like to struggle to survive for the chicken dinner.
Yeah.
But then they realized like they were losing a big player base, a big portion of their player base, in multiple regions because people didn't want to play with their friends on a relaxing Saturday night and just sit there for 40 minutes because they died 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I definitely did that
So-
for like 2-3 years, like, definitely was like, all right, guys, I'm going to go make food. I'll catch you guys in like 3 hours or whatever. Like, dude, I'm bored.
100%. I'm gonna go use the bathroom and walk the dog and do my laundry and my.
And then you get
taxes.
back, and then you've been kicked, and you're just like, "Oh my god, you guys just kicked me." That's so mean. So yeah, I think it was fantastic that they did it. And like even introducing it into comp, I think that it's added a different dynamic. That's also unique because again, like especially when you get to the higher tiers, it's never going to be easy to bring someone back. Typically, like I would say, it probably has like a 30%. Usefulness rate even because especially we saw it like PNC typically you would call them back and then they come back and they die in the middle of the air because the guys are just so good at the game. So I think it was pretty cool.
For me, did they just blow it up? Yep, they destroyed the chips.
How rude. I mean fair enough. Like I'm not even mad. I would have done the same thing.
True. No, that's valid. And look, because Trimble was looking to come back, and they just got away with that battle.
Oh no, Penry, you gotta be careful! But he wasn't careful enough.
And had no idea he was up there, and like a snake in the rock, he attacked fast, and now he's like, all right, time to see what the rest of this team is doing.
No way.
They are rotating on out. Nice shot coming in, though, bringing them down to about half HP. As the rest of Supernova is like, all right, we just gotta leave at this point. But I will agree with your last statement about the blue zone. It's like it is very hard for because say you do want to get the res, you have to send at least one person away from where you are, and then that opens you up to get crashed by a full man, and you're 2 up as you send one off to go get the res, or you have to leave your positioning in the zone to go outside of zone to grab, or you're risking getting the res in the middle of zone and someone crashing you while you're doing that because you're pretty much just telling people where you are. So I will agree, it does add that like extra level of, like while it's still there, it's still not getting used as much as people think.
Yeah. I fully agree. But we've been talking about the state of PUBG and how it's been going for so long. But now Micah is going to go ahead and get downed by TTB. Sakura Zenson, they've been pretty quiet for the past couple games because I think they ended Tego with like 52 points. They went out relatively early.
First 3 games they did really good. Rondo, they dropped 3 kills and got eliminated, I think, in like 12th or 13th. So Rondo was definitely their worst game. But like
Sakura Zenson, we're disappointed in you guys. You should be at 75 points right now. What the heck, bro? That's a joke for everyone who doesn't know it. Please. I love Penta and I love Adam. I love the other two too.
In chat right now, yeah. There's people in chat like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're shit talking. Smack talking Sakura Zenson.
Bruh, you're gonna get me canceled. It's fine. Falcons. I mean, crap. I said it again. Sonics. We're Sonics. Sonics were DQ'd. I don't get it.
Why is FaZe not in this?
All right, that's just Fartington. That's God tier fan right there, dude. He's been like day 2 or something. Like man's an OG. I appreciate Fartington. You can always know whenever he's in chat because of the where FaZe. It's hilarious. Yeah. But
where's FaZe at?
I know, and every single time you always get 1 or 2 people who are just like, this is NA, not you.
Not you. Get out of here. Like,
he's such a troll. I love it.
And just be like, where's Perry?
Perry the platypus. Oh, sorry.
All right, cool. All right, it didn't go over your head.
No, not yet. All right, have a good one, Ron Tonk. No Shroud. That's a good call. Love you, Ron. Have a good one, and stay safe. Be prosper. All the good stuff. All right, next circle. This is where it's gonna go a little bit crazy because people are close together. Miramar is just the best map. Actually, Shando and the rest of Dots can actually just collapse onto 4th. It looks like they're doing so, but it does center up Duel in a lovely bit of land for it. But now Collector, they have to be careful. 4Earth doing a lot of damage, but getting pushed by all 4. And it's Shane. It's going to be Valiant actually who finds him. And Collector lose 1 immediately. Dots picking up that point.
Because you know the call for Collectors, like, hey, if you could crash, you're collapsing on us. I think in that situation, if I'm 4, like, get in the vehicle, go. Like, you hear 4-man, multiple vehicles coming to crash you. It's just time to leave. Like, let them take that, because that's, you know, that compound's just sitting on hard edge of the zone anyway, so it's like you can get out. But
yeah,
he tried to get, he went for a good spray. It was a very good spray. I think if the truck wasn't rolling at him, he might have been able to swing just a little wider to get the knock, but because the truck was driving straight at him, he was just stuck in the ground. But a nice knock from Cherry Vibes onto newbie MTG. They lose 1 immediately as they go onto a crash, and now Balefrost is going to defend from the other angle as he gets crashed into his own building, and it's going to be the solo onto Kid. Going to immediately put him down. Mr. T coming in for the drive-by. He's going to be like, time to get the heck out of here. There's no saving those two. They're already dead corpses on the ground. They're going to rotate on out. They're not going to stick around and find out any further. Yahoo picking up a nice 2 kills onto MTV, trying to rotate in.
Yep, good pickup from Yahoo, and they're honestly in a pretty gosh darn good spot. It's going to be one of those spots that they're probably not going to pick up a lot of kill points, but they should be top 4 is kind of what I'm going to call early, just because of how the map goes and the circles that we've seen. So I know it's an early call, but, you know, I got a feeling that I've never had before. Never, 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 never.
Never, 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 never.
Never, never, never. All right, Collector. They leave 4Earth. They're not going to pick him back up or call him back, I should say. And they're just going to stay at that compound, which is a solid compound. But I do worry about Static because he is trying to get information on this compound, trying to take it in. But I feel like he might be able to get third-partied. So got to watch out for that, especially with Dots from behind after they did take down Collector, because the natural progression of their rotate is going to be kind of into Static. So I would highly recommend dipping on out of there, good sir. Looks like he will take my advice because he definitely heard me. And now Dots, they're starting to push into the next zone, trying to figure out where they want to go. Penry, remember, he did die early on. And Dots putting in a little bit of damage on the baddie, trying to tell him that they don't appreciate him blocking their entrance.
I think they're trying to blow up his vehicle by shooting just barely the roof of it.
I was going to say that is a very interesting tactic, which I don't think I've seen before. Yeah. It doesn't. It's not going to work, but, you know, respect the attempt.
Baddie going to rotate on out of there. But, I mean, maybe it forces Baddie's hand. He's like, okay, well, now I have to get my vehicle out of here, you know, lest it blows up and I'm stuck here with no way to get out. Oh, my gosh. Did you just see that split from Gooners?
No, I did not. I'm sorry.
Oh, my gosh. It's a wide split, but they have full, like, LOS onto everything from there.
Gats with a good call that he's pre-firing the driver's seat. That makes a lot more sense now that I think about it, so I appreciate it.
See, this is why you're the pro player and we're the casters of round of 16 and nothing more.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, Hugh said it too, so I assume. Ooh, okay. A north shift, which I was not quite expecting, but Skyline in a good spot. They have had a really rough day, so it might actually work for them. TTG, they have 2 members. Wait, so they did actually... No, that's an E-pickup, sorry.
E-pickup.
I was like, wait. Yeah, I was going to say.
Gone.
My brain was too confused. But Dots, they're actually kind of going right past. Are they actually going to go to where Yahoo is? Appreciate it, Gats. Run it down, trying to find their way in. Ooh, nice headshot by K-Mine. Gonna go ahead and knock Plushie.
Run it down, finding themselves in a bit of a difficult situation here as MTG, it looks like they're taking some shots onto people rotating on through. Totoy Bibbo. Oh my god.
Ooh, it's going to be a crash.
Onto Yoho as great shot. Goon shot's going to go down to about half HP. Shinboy finding the first knock.
Oh no.
Into a bit of an awkward position as the Murado doesn't full send down the hill but gets stuck and he spins.
Nice. Oh my god.
Shinboy did manage to hold the molly though. Icy Flex with a good trade on the Shinboy though. He's going to manage to find another knock. It's going to be a 2v3.
He got blocked.
Lands on top of him. Oh, he got blocked off.
He got a boot!
Is he gonna
Oh!
make it happen? Icy Flank's going for the spray on the Punage, but it's gonna be Punage that finds the last member with the same sawed-off he used to take down MDK. Oh my gosh, absolutely insane as the crash does not work into the favor of Gooners this time. They're able to wipe them and get a nice reset going. Straight into Mighty God rotating.
No!
Oh my gosh!
Oh my
D
God.
With a beautiful Panzer and insta flush on the flanker as Dots rotate right on past, but Dots looking like they don't. They're not gonna fight this. Okay, they're just gonna keep rotating on through and try to get into zone.
Oh my gosh. Light show. Wait, no, Light. Why am I saying Light Show? I saw his name in chat. I lied. Still. Wait, Triple. He's getting pushed on by Dots. Shane was not expecting it. He's going to go down immediately and Valiate. He is on the other side, unable to save his teammate. The nade coming out. It wasn't cooked at all, so I think he should be good. He pulled it out, but the Wait, the SMG doesn't work. But it will be the AR that finds the last kill, or the last bullet, I should say. And now Hot and Spicy, he is all alone. Dots, it turned from bad to somehow worse, to somehow even worse. And now he is between a rock and a hard place, and there's a lot of pressure coming in from all sides.
Well, if you're TTG, you are very happy with that, considering you lost 2 very early on. Chips got blown up. Your game was pretty much looking in dread. And now you somehow managed to pick up 2 KP from people pushing into your shack 1 by 1. You're very happy with how that plays out there. Very, very good from TTG there. All the kill points that they need, and it puts them in 8th place now. Like they're sitting in 8th at the moment. If they could just keep holding on, they have good positioning in the zone. They have a shack. They have a good deep ridge and bowl that they can play into.
Ooh, Dreams. He has a mortar. There's no way that Dreams just like shoots a mortar and accidentally kills Hot and Spicy. That'd be hilarious, but also
that would be tragic.
I was gonna say it'd be very sad to say the least. Well, Team Ray Zav, they fought TTG, very north side of the map, and now they're trying to make their way. They're coming out of blue, and they're fighting Pest Control, who are still below that 8th mark. And actually, Wajutu is below that 8th spot as well, which is surprising to say, because I feel like we would have expected Wajutu to be top 4 at least, no? Well, speaking of the devil, it is going to be Sakura Sensen and Wajutu sneak attack. A lot of damage coming out onto him, and Penta trying to finish it with a nade. Nicely done. Penta is going to go ahead and find Lucid, and now it's starting to be bad. Seifu goes down as well. The Penta Pal's coming in. Nicely done by Hyman, playing it perfectly, and now there's just one up from Wajutu. And Zito, can he do anything? He is not backing down from this fight. He is going to try his best to make something happen for them. But the Panzer through the wall is going to do 48 damage. Micah is dead and out. So it is a 1v3, and it is no longer a 1v3. Hyman picks it up with a frag.
This is not the game for crashes. Gooners went to go crash Sakura Zenzen. Gooners went to go crash onto Yahoo. Yahoo dealt with them swiftly. And now Wajutu went to go crash onto Sakura Zenzen. Sakura Zenzen dealt with them swiftly.
Oh, good shots!
Oh my gosh, Balefrost going for the peek onto Narcotica as he's going to manage to find the knock. Nate coming up play to try to get the flood. It's going to get it, actually. It took a very well bounce, but Shimboy's going to get the knock and the instant flush onto Narcotica. Teisu stuck in a they got the... Oh, the BDRM is in play as there is just one member up for running. No, sorry, 3 members up for running down different team. As they're trying to take this fight out going into this. The BDRM is going to get exploded. Teisu just living on a prayer inside of that. Oh my lord, the BDRM almost takes out Poonage in the middle of all this.
Poon. Oh no.
And a good nade from Little G is going to eliminate Yahoo. As now, Run It Down are going to be able to breathe just for a second and take a second to reset into another straight fight where Joshy is pushing straight on to Dreams, and Joshy's going to win it out, eliminating Collector in 13th.
Well, Collector, they do go down. Duel still on 0 kills. They're trying to flex out, but so far, Mr. T and Eddie doing well enough.
Odd Spicy still sitting in the zone. He's just living right now in his shed. Rays they have a wide split going into this next zone, but they're gonna try to see if they can't make something happen by pushing it to TTB. Like that's gonna be their progression in as this fight between MTG and Run It Down is breaking out onto this edge with Duel, able to just send some shots down range to get the nice third party. Gonna be rough to see how this plays out. Joshy, he knows he's not gonna be able to get any strong positioning in the zone, so he's just going for KB. Pentalo with the mortar strike on a Tastu. Oh my gosh. And now MTG sees that in the kill feed and they want to get active, but K-Mine with the third party, that's exactly who they knew was going to come from shots from the side, leaving just Mr. T up. He's gonna have to see if he can't get the res. He's taking the same line his teammate just did, and he's gonna get punished for it. K-Mine finding 2. Oh, mortars coming in, not able to find the flush onto Tastu. Oh, that one got really close, and it's gonna be Joshy that comes and steals it away. As now the rest of Run It Down know that Joshy's there. They're very well aware of where he is, and they're gonna try to see if they can't try to keep him from getting aggressive. Joshy gonna opt to play back now that he knows that he's gotten found out, but he's over there getting a good bit of KP for his team. They're up to 5 kills, and he's the last member up, so pretty good salvage coming out so far.
Yep, and TTB, they also have not had a good day, to say the least. A third of their points have come in from this game, and they're chilling inside of a compound. Now Skyline, they're getting pushed on by Joshy. Can he do anything? Cold, it looks like. No! Oh, that's rude. So mean. And, well, pest control. They pick up 2 kills, and Skyline, their bad day continues.
I just are Joshy, fantastic plays from Joshy. He is just absolutely salvaging this game for his team absolutely beautifully. As he's just coming in, stealing away all the KP. He's stealing some kills from people. He's getting kills of his own on top of just whittling down the players in the lobby to maybe see if he can't try to get some placement points along with it. But Skyline, they're gonna have to take the vehicles and try to reposition and get away from Joshy. Knickknacker playing spoiler to see if he can't try to make something happen. And Knickknacker's gonna get spotted by Joshy, and it's gonna be Joshy that wins that fight. Og versus Barrel. The Og takes the W. Red Rider prepping a nade. He knows where Joshy is, but he can't play up too high. Very good nade, but the blue zone's coming in. It's gonna chunk in massive damage. He knows that he's not gonna be able to make anything happen from here. He tries to get the med.
Ooh, that's a good save.
It's gonna be Addit coming in. He's gonna save Skyline's game, allowing them to get the res and reset as a 2-man.
Well, they are inside zone, but Run It Down get a limbed by Duel, who are now able to flex outside their compound, but they did lose Wooly early on. Soccer Zenton still have a spot inside the zone, but Kev from Supernova, he's sitting, I don't know if pretty's the right word for it, but he is safe for now.
He is sitting.
I wanted to make a comment that I can't on stream. That's sad. Oh, well, it's fine. But so many teams have an odd place to play, and we might actually see a couple teams take the fields in a bit, but it definitely can't be until Circle 8, depending on how Circle shifts. But I'm just theorizing at this point because, again, only PUBG knows what PUBG is going to do, because PUBG only does PUBG things. So Skyline have to be careful because they still have to make it in. Razab as well, and they have the smallest of crevices as a hidey hole.
But honestly, I think TTB have forgotten all about Razab. I don't think they even like if they were tracking them. I think they've forgotten about them because now TTB is looking to rotate on in and see if they can't take some space. John Lowe gonna try to take the shack onto the left, maybe the hills towards the dip. Yep, he's taking the shack. He's gonna try to play out of that, keep his vehicle somewhat safe. But he has found a foothold for his team. But as I say that, TTB O-Vibes, he's going to find Baleda, and Duel is going to find Skyline, as Red Rider's going to go down to the blue zone, and Knickknack is going to get taken down by Lobes. O-Vibes going to secure his flush, as now it is just one member for Team Razab left up.
Well, Soccer Zenson, they have to be careful because Four Dogs is just staring at their souls currently. Trimble trying to make it out, but Smokes, I don't know if they're going to save him. It's going to be so much going on for him.
It's going to be rough, to say the least. He is he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, quite literally. He has a lot of smokes to get himself out of there. Nice headshot coming in from Bliss, bringing him down to about half HP. So he is going to be able to get that med off and reset and try to maybe make his way down, but I don't think he has enough eds or enough smokes to make his way all the way down towards his teammate. Nade coming into play on to add it. That's going to bring him back down to about a quarter of HP. Ice going in for one more nade attempt to see if he can't make it connect to get the initiating knock.
Ooh, good knock.
Good. At it is going to go down, leaving just Trimble, who has to make a very long run to make it to his teammate, to make it into the zone. He's not in the zone yet, and Blue is pushing on him. Now, Four Dogs, they're going to get aggressive on this because they do not want TTG to be living here any longer than they have to. So that way they can reset and they can play their game and hold all of the space towards the east.
Ooh, good shots. Trimble going to go down, and that's good points coming up for Four Dogs, especially being top 6 so far. TTB still up. Oh my gosh, the poor guys, their point totals is going up just because of this game alone. But now we are waiting for next circle to pop, and it does, and it shifts off of TTB as well as Zav and Duel. So each of those teams is going to have to make it in. Four Dogs, it might be a little bit rough for them to hold on to, but I think they actually have a pretty good spot, especially when you consider Sakura Zensen and them having to come out of here.
Oh no, TTB is full sitting it to the center of the zone, and it's
actually,
they have a little bit of playability in there. Four Dogs can't really overextend because they did leave a good anchor from TTB, but now Duel very well aware of what's going on. K-Mine's full sending it straight towards Four Dogs Bliss as he's going to try to get inside of the zone to anchor his teammates, maybe try to get them into the zone because they are forced out as well. Kev sitting just barely on the edge of zone. Four Dogs taking a lot of positioning on this, but they need to be very careful about Sakura Zinsen.
Ooh, K-Mine, watch out. Vehicle's going to explode. No, he doesn't. What? No.
K-Mine. Oh, no. And that's very bad for Duel because that was their footstep into the next zone, as now IQ and Lobes are just kind of stuck at the moment.
Well, it seems like the decision has come out to try and save him. It is going to be a last-ditch effort, but the question is going to be about Kev because he is still in a bad spot. Lobes goes down too, and Duel's game is going out so quickly, but they do have a good amount of points, so they might not have to worry, but it will not be how they were hoping things to go.
No, that zone shift was definitely not in their favor, and they were trying to make the best out of it. But that initiating knock on a K-Mine just absolutely sent things even further into a tizzy or Duel. But now, as I said, Four Dogs, you got to be very careful because now Sakura Zensen's getting active.
Oh, Vorpal!
Back turned the wrong way. He went for the shots on the Adam, but he had two other members of Sakura Zensen way closer. Sorry, on the Hyman, as Adam snuck up from behind. Now, Four Dogs, they lost one. Kev's going to get found out by IQ. The mutant spam comes into play, eliminating Supernova. As all of the utility is coming to rain down onto Kite. He has a P90, reloading it. That could be the difference between winning or losing this fight versus Sakura Zinsen. Hyman doesn't notice him to the left. He sees the anchor from afar. Now he spots him out. He sees that he's playing on the building, on the blown up vehicle inside of the smoke, and he walks out of the smoke, but the P90 is just too strong. He finds one, gets back into the smoke to go to reset. All you got is one
TTB.
And that's going to be it for TTB as Sakura Zensen's going to finish them off. Or sorry, no, Four Dogs is going to finish them. Elusive is going to find the last member, leaving just Dogs and Sakura Zensen as the only 3-man up in this final 4.
But Nubsky, he is coming in. This could be where VSS would be absolutely beautiful for him, but he doesn't have a VSS. Silly him. Come on, VSS should be the gun that you always run. That's what they always say, right? If you don't run a VSS, you're trolling. It's what Tig says. I'm calling it right now because you've definitely heard Tig say that before. But still, Sakura Zensen 3, Four Dogs 3, Duel 1, and Zav 1. It is probably going to be a fight between Four Dogs and Sakura Zensen, but Nubsky trying to be a sneaky snake in the grass, and it's Miramar grass, which is not as it's not as good as I was expecting, but honestly, it's doing perfect for him right now. So we'll see how long that lasts if anyone's looking for him. But everyone's eyes seem to be on everyone else.
He might be able to squeeze out a nice third, maybe even a second place win here.
I think he's going to be second.
Notice, like, it's Four Dogs, Sakura Zensen, and Duel, the 3 teams that were alive in the last game, all alive now in this game. Four Dogs and Sakura Zensen not happy that they didn't get a win out of the last game, so they're looking to try to even up the score with Duel and take that win back that they didn't get on that rondo. Sakura Zensen has majority of the zone to them. Like, they have the positioning for this. Four Dogs does have the height, though. So if they can try to get into a dip, maybe see if they can't work a knock or something, but they got to be very careful because you got
Ooh,
those two.
yeah.
And that's over for that. Had to crawl through some open sand, and that was the end of it for Nubsky. He's going to get eliminated in 4th for his team, but good salvage for him as he was able to squeeze out a couple more placement points for his team after the very, very rough start that they had to the game, I'll say.
Yep. I was about to say, it seems like Duel should be the one who goes down next, and now a pure 3v3, 4 dogs versus Sakura Zensen, a team that their 2 4-point game was bad by their standards, and they have continued their reign of terror. Penta getting headshot by Lucid Freak. Good shots coming out from him. But now the circle is closing ever so slowly. They're being pushed towards each other. The blue menacing opponents for both teams. The nade comes in onto Lucid. That is a beautiful nade coming out from Adam. Gonna go ahead and find one. Hyman, Penta, and Adam trying to do the work. Ice is on the side. Looking, always hunting for that opening knock that could save them. Ice has to... he has to go back, but he did get flashed. Hyman's on the side, spots out Ice, but he gets shot in the side by Blist and is saved by 6 HP. Continuing his flank, Blist at the crate. But Ice gonna go ahead and knock Hyman. That's good from him. The P90, so much is coming in. The HP numbers are definitely on the side of Sakura Zensen. Adam gonna use the P90. It is too good. And Ice goes down, and Sakura Zensen can